Hi YouTube, I'm Renisha, and I just wanted to get on here really quickly and talk about how God is a protector. And I know you hear people talk about God and all types of things, but I have my own experience and that I want to talk about today. And I'm just gonna jump right in because I don't like to prolong videos. Well, there was a time, it was early in the morning. I always wake up very early to go to work because my shift starts very early and it's still dark outside. Well, on that day, I had to drop off my little girl to the babysitter, but I needed to drop her off, but I was going back home because it was my day off. But I still had to drop her off because I had an early doctor's appointment and I couldn't take her with me for my checkup. So I'm going back to my apartment. It's dark. It's like 6 a.m. And all of a sudden, I get this weird, scary feeling of death and evil. I felt like I was like near the devil or something strange. I just felt like I could die that day. And I kept thinking, why am I feeling like this? This is so strange and unnerving, scary, unsettling way to feel. But I'm feeling all of these feelings all of a sudden at one time. It's dark outside, there's no one there but me. And in the distance, I see a guy. I don't even know how he looks. I just see the silhouette of a guy. And I'm thinking, oh gosh. And when I see him, I feel even more evil. I feel so much wickedness and just, oh God. I've never felt that way with anybody I've ever met, ever. But with this guy, I didn't even know him. I could barely see him, and I felt all of this bad stuff. And now I'm thinking, I've got to hurry up and get home. I got to move quickly, like very quickly. I've got to get to my building. I've got to get into my door. And at the time, he doesn't even seem to see me. So I'm thinking, well, okay, at least he doesn't see me. I just need to hurry up and get home. Well, out of nowhere, he spots me. And now he changes his direction. He's now coming in my direction. And I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I remember thinking, Jesus, help me, you know. And I actually did more than thinking. I actually said it. I said, Jesus, help me, please. I was so scared. And I didn't even really know God back then. But I had heard stories of what people had said about God. And I remember the older mothers in the church, they would say, if you ever get in a bad situation and you don't know how to pray and you don't know what to say, just say the blood of Jesus. And I remembered that. And I'm glad I remembered that. And I just started saying the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. I was scared. And I remember saying, Jesus, help me, please. That man started to come in my direction. And I'm like, oh gosh, you know. So now he's approaching me. And he tells me I can feel all this evil on him. So it's hard to even be near him because I can feel all of that on him. But he doesn't know that I can sense what he's really about. And he tells me that his van broke down and that he's trying to get it fixed and he needs money. And I tell him, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have any money on me. And he says, well, I have an Xbox 360 in my van in the back, you know. Do you think you want to buy that? I just told him I didn't have any money. Now he's trying to sell me something. So once again, I'll tell him, no, you know, I don't have it, man. I'm sorry, I'm broke. And he tries again for the third time. And he says, well, maybe you just don't have any cash, but there's a corner store across the street. You can just use like a credit card or your bank card and just give me some cash to help me with my van. And I'm thinking, I've told you twice already I don't have money, you know. It's like he's not listening to what I'm saying. He just wants money and I don't have cash to give him. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, out of nowhere, I had already prayed for God to help me, and I saw this small little white truck with bright lights on because it was so dark outside. You needed your bright lights on to drive. That truck was coming, and I flag him down, and I pretend to know him. And so he's looking like, do I know this? Do I know this lady? And so he stops and he drives up, and I run up to his truck in the parking lot because I still had a couple of buildings to go to get to my door. But I was walking along the sidewalk, and I just started making up small talk. I'm talking about the weather and whatever I can think to say. but I don't know this man. And I just need to say something because I just need to keep him there so that I'm not alone with this scary guy. And at least this guy seemed normal. I didn't have like a scary feeling with him. So the scary guy, when I ran up to the other guy that I didn't know, he then put his hoodie over his head and he walked with his head down. From that really let me know that he didn't even want to be identified in the event that I was found hurt or harmed somewhere. He didn't want that guy that I was talking to be able to say, oh, yeah, the guy looked like this, or oh yeah, I remember seeing that guy in the morning with this lady. And that made me even more scared because I thought, oh my gosh. But I was happy that at least he was walking away from me. So I stalled the guy as long as I could think of things to say. And he started to drive away. As soon as he started to drive away, I run full speed to my door. And now the big scary guy is chasing me home. And I'm like, oh God, please let me Harry. Help me to move quicker, because I need to get there fast. And I get into my door, I lock it. I don't turn on any lights. I don't make a sound because I don't want him to know, like, okay, maybe she went into that one. Because I knew that I ran so fast, he knew which building I went to, but he had no idea which door I went inside. And I knew that. He knocked on everybody's door, all my neighbors. And it was not like a regular knock. He banged on each door for a while. And I was just sitting on the floor. I was scared. I was praying. I said, God, please don't let anybody open the door. He's going to do bad things to whoever opens the door. And please don't let it be a lady. I was just so scared. I said, God, please don't let anybody open the door for him. He has a bad intention for whoever opens the door. He's probably going to rob them, and he might hurt them and rob them. Who knows? But that was just a time that I'm grateful that God allowed me to be able to sense the presence of evil on that man. And because I didn't know anything about a lot of things. And I later found out that God shows me things now, but at that time I didn't know a lot of things. But he was able to let me sense the evil on that guy so that I would know to be extra cautious with him. And that led to me getting home safely that day. God was protecting me even when I didn't even know him. And I was so grateful because that could have went really badly for me. I could have been a story on the news. I could have been, who knows what plans he had for me. But I'm just so grateful that God answered me when I called for help, and he actually did protect me. And if he'll protect me, he'll protect other people. And that's all I got for today. Bye.